Good morning, students. We are continuing the chapter that is why do we need a parliament? In this, our next is people and their representatives. So here one of the question has been asked, what is people and their representatives? Explanation of this is representative democracy can also say indirect democracy. Representative government is a type of democracy that can be founded on the principle. Okay, so to taking off the point for democracy is the idea of concern, that is the desire and the participation of people. So here participation of the people plays a very important role. So what is approval? The meaning of approval, it is nothing but to give one concern to and be favorable towards something. If you are doing something, so you must be favorable for that. It refers both the formal consent through elected representatives, that parliament, as well as the fact that it needs to continue to enjoy the people trust. तो यहाँ पे लोगों को जो है, जो लोग पार्टिसिपेशन कर रहे हैं उसमें, तो उनको ट्रस्ट भी होना चाहिए, मीन्स विश्वास भी होना चाहिए. It is the decision of the people and create democratic government and decide about its functioning. So here they will decide how this can be functioned. The basic idea is the kind of democracy is that the individual or the citizen is the most important person, and that in principle the government as well as other public institution need to have the trust of these citizens. So here the people plays a very important role, and even whatever the decisions they are taking, they must have trust. Okay, now how does the individual give approval to the government? Again the question has been asked. Explanation of this is, on the way of giving approval to government, that is through election, the parliament, which is mode of all representatives, together control and guides the government. Thus, people through their chosen representatives form the government, and also they used to control it. If we talk about India, India is a democratic country, and Indian citizens have the right to choose their representative. If we talk about the India is a democratic country, but here Indian citizens have the right. So here we are having the right to choose the representative person. Okay, see, though people would elect the representative to the parliament, then one group from among these elected representatives forms the government. The parliament, which is made of all representatives together, the parliament which have made the representative, what's their duty? They used to control and guide the government. In the sense, people through their chosen representative form the government, and also they used to control it. So in the above idea of representation has been important theme for in your class 6th and 7th social and political life textbook. You are familiar with have representative and choose as different level of government. Let us recall idea by doing the following exercise. So this was the following exercise you may read. Might be you have studied in your class 6th and 7th. So our next point is the role of the parliament. In the previous video also we have discussed about. So here in the earlier class also I have discussed about the Parliament of India, that is Sansad. It is the supreme lawmaking institution. The Parliament is what? It's a lawmaking institution. It has two houses. The two houses are Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. So here Rajya Sabha deals with what? Council of State, with the total strength 245 members, and here it's chaired by the Vice President of India. Again, Lok Sabha, it it chose House of the People. Okay, with the total membership is 545 and by all over the speaker. So here role of the parliament. It has been created in the year 1947. The Indian Parliament is an expression of the faith that the people of India have the principle of democracy. Faith, belief. Okay, these are participation of people in the decision making process and government by consent. The parliament is a system has immense power because it has the immense power. It has the power because it is the representative of the people. Elections to the parliament are held in similar manner as they are for the state legislature. So whatever the elections were holding, it's holding in a similar manner only. Okay. Here the Lok Sabha is usually elected once every 5 years. So here Lok Sabha is elected once every 5 years. Here the country is divided into numerous constituencies as shown in the map on page number 41. Each of these constituencies elect one person to the parliament. So here each constituencies, okay, they have been elected only one person. The candidates who consent election usually belong to different political parties. So the candidate who was in the contest, so he may be from the BJP, he may be from the Congress, so he may be from any political party. See, with the help of this table, let us understand the future further. So, these are the political party. National party's name, Bharatiya Janata Party, Communist Party of India CPI, Bharatiya Janata Party BJP, Communist Party of India CPM, Indian National Congress INC, National Congress Party NCP. See, the state parties, regional parties are Aam Aadmi Party AAP, All India Anna Dravida Mukti Kazhagam, All India Trimoral Congress, All India United Democratic Front, Biju Janata Party BJD, Indian National Lokdal INLD, Indian Union Muslim League IUML, Jammu and Kashmir People Democratic Party, Janata Dal Circular, Janata Dal United, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha JMM, Lok Jan Shakti Party, Rashtriya Janata Dal RJD, Samajwadi Party SP, Shrimoni Akai Dal, Shiv Sena, Telangana Rashtriya Samiti TRS, Telugu Desam TDP, other religion parties, registered unorganized parties, independent. So these are the parties list. Okay. So tomorrow we will discuss about the functions of the parliament. Thank you.